Erin Micklow, and I'm here with Rat's Nest. Introduce yourselves.
Oh, I'm Adam. I'm the guitarist and the singer.
My name's Connor. I play drums for Rat's Nest.
I'm Sam, and I play bass and do vocals.
You have so much energy on stage.
We feed off the audience though. They were great as well, so that helped.
Yeah, so this is your guys' first Rebellion, right?
Yeah.
You're kind of a new band. When did the band officially start?
Just over 2 years
from
now. So,
which is amazing for a band that young, that you're such babies in the realm of your band, and in general, kinda.
Yeah.
You're babies. It's so cute.
Yeah.
So what was that like for you? Like, for this being your first Rebellion, can you talk about the experience and like kind of how the wheels came into motion that you got booked on this?
Well, we obviously speaking to Jenny, who puts on the festival and does an amazing job, and she actually thought she put us on last year.
Oh, really?
There was talk about us coming and playing last year, and things got a little bit messed up, and our original singer that we had booked a holiday to America during Rebellion, so it all got muddled up a little bit, and then this year it got all sorted out and it happened and it was great.
Yeah. Well, so then what happened to your singer? Was that the thing that it's like you're out of the band now?
Well, no. He sort of just left on his own terms. He had something that he wanted to pursue as a career, and I don't think he quite realised to what extent this was going to take off.
Yeah.
And it just got a little bit too much, and I think it was more of a hobby, whereas for us three, it was more of a career choice. So we stuck at it, and he's doing what he's doing, and he's doing a great job at it now as well. So we always wish him the best of luck, and there's no...
We're still fairly close to him at the moment as it is, so we see him like quite regularly every month. So
he's texting us, wishing us like, good
good
job you're doing Rebellion, all that. We're watching Subhumans.
Yesterday I messaged him, I'm like, thinking of you, boo, and he's just like, I miss you.
It was weird because we were just saying, because it was like, Kieran fucking loves you in the Subhumans, and we get a message, we're like, a little heart melted.
Yeah.
Throwing down.
Yeah.
So how did the three of you get together to form the current lineup then?
Through college. We went to college and did music together, and it was something that a lot of our tutors said, because we was actually in different classes. Me and Sam were in the same class, Adam was in a different class, but the tutors always said to us, you guys need to get together, you guys need to do something. And then we finished college, me and Sam started the band with the old singer, and then started just writing some punk songs. 2-3 weeks later, put an advert out for a guitarist. Adam hit us up, and that was it, and that's what we've been doing since.
Your first album coming out soon, right?
We do. We're very excited.
That's exciting.
Very excited.
I saw you do have some streaming on, I think is it on Bandcamp and Spotify?
Yeah, we got some Bandcamp.
There's a couple
Spotify,
songs, there's like 4, right?
There's 2 EPs, so there's 3 tracks on each. So there's like 6 tracks out there.
And so you'll be putting out your first official album. You were saying that you're kind of shopping with labels right now.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Yeah. We got some shopping to do. Yeah.
So can you talk about the process of making the album? Obviously it's done if you're in the shopping phase. Can you talk about like how long it took and...
The writing process itself has kind of been going on like since we had like the original singer. It's been going on for a while. The actual recording process itself, I think we were like very rushed. It took us 4 days.
Yeah.
we were very stressed for time and like very strapped for cash for it. So
sleepless nights.
Yeah, it was rough.
We were sleeping in the studio.
We slept in the studio. Whenever we record, like we'd do like a day of recording, and then like for literally the whole night, when the guy had left, we would just sit up all night listening to what we'd done. It was rough, but it sounds incredible. I'm like super stoked for it. So.
But yeah, I mean, we overwrote as well. We did 16 tracks in 4 days.
Yeah.
And then picked and chose what ones worked the best. I think we got 12 on the album now.
11 or 12.
11 or 12 tracks. So we've got a few that we can now play with and work with towards second album and things like that. So
Yeah.
we're always writing as well. So it's always like a constant rollover of songs. But there's been quite a few songs that we thought were going to go on the album and then didn't, and even some that we rewrote and said we can do better. And
Yeah.
I mean, we've had songs that we've been rewriting for the past 2 years on the album.
All
There's
the time.
songs like half of the songs completely different to how it used to be. Like some of our mates will probably like sing completely different like verses and like, different parts to it, and they have an argument with us all the time about stuff being changed and stuff. But we're so focused on perfecting it and trying to get it as good as we can that it's just how we are. I
So
guess.
it sounds like it was kind of DIY. Did you have like a producer that you kind of worked with that?
No, we didn't
it was
have a
just all your
producer.
own.
Yeah, it was on our own. Obviously, we had Rob who recorded it, and we had his sort of experience of recording many bands and his input on a few things. But it was pretty DIY, and it was pretty. This is how we want it to sound. This is the direction we want it to go in, and he did a great job at producing what we were after. So it was great to work with him and him nail exactly what we was after.
And then maybe possibly your dad influenced a little. For
Oh,
those
yeah,
who don't
he
know,
was-
your
no,
dad
yeah,
is.
He was there making sure everything ran nice and smooth, and there was no.
Doing all the shop runs.
Bills and making
Yeah,
sure
keep
like,
the
oh, you owe
bills,
like
yeah.
£7.21 today now. It's like, all right,
yeah.
okay, John, cheers. Now I'll
Yeah.
try and remember that for tomorrow.
So for the people that don't know, your dad has played in many legendary
Yeah,
bands.
he's been in a few.
Such as The Business, Anti-Nowhere League,
Yeah.
and currently in The Last
In the
Resort.
Last Resort at the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna
yeah,
really inflate his ego when he sees that.
yeah,
Well, I had a
Yeah, he's
chat
done
with
a
them
few.
last year, The Last Resort.
yeah. We saw that.
And so your dad has been like the band dad of the
He
band.
has,
I mean,
yeah.
he's really rallying for
we
you.
obviously just come off tour. Sort of Rebellion was the last sort of stretch of the tour, and he was our driver, our merch guy, our tour manager, and just made sure there was no fights and it all ran smooth. And it was a really good tour, and it was great.
There was no fights, just about.
Just about.
Fights. We were worried that like we were gonna hate each other halfway through or like through the first day, but luckily that didn't happen.
Was that like the most time you've spent together in an extended period?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day in,
Of like
day-
you can't
yeah.
get away from each
Yeah,
other for
exactly,
a moment?
Yeah, day in, day out, no escape.
Dad having so much experience in the music industry, what have you learned from him? Like, what have all of you learned from him kind of being in his presence and him helping to guide the band?
The only words that are coming to mind at the moment is if there's any food available, make sure you take it. I've forgotten what show it was at, Bedford I think it is, where there was like just this fridge full of food, and we weren't even playing. I don't think. I think we were just supporting. Oh no, we were playing. No, it was with Old Firm Casuals.
Oh, okay.
And we just go. We just see him sneak in there, and then just come out with all these sandwiches and grapes and things like that.
That's
yeah,
really funny.
a lot of little tips and tricks along the way. How not to get fucked over. Certain people to try and avoid that aren't in it for the soul of the music and to support punk.
But
And
it's not like everything is 100% like spoken true of him. You know, there was
Oh,
times
yeah.
the whole being a free piece was an idea he wasn't 100% on.
yeah, he wasn't
for a
on board
very
at the
long
start.
time,
At the
and
start,
then
he wasn't on board for the free
we're
piece.
just kind of
but
like,
Why? What was his reasoning of wanting it
I
to
think
be?
I think obviously where we did a few gigs as a 4-piece and it was going well and we were getting spoke about and there was waves being created, and then obviously we lost the singer, and then when we were saying about the 3-piece, I don't know, I think he just thought that having that front man, it was needed,
I
and
wasn't sure if we could keep out like vocally energy while
keep
playing.
Up the energy
and
while
like,
doing it.
Well,
and
be us two singing, splitting
it took a little while of us just in the studio rehearsing 2-3 times a week, and then we invited him down to rehearsal and said, right, look, this is what we're doing. And yeah, I think he was quite blown away and quite shocked that we was able to still bring what we brought with a singer without a singer.
Yeah.
So, and then our first gig as a free was at the 100 Club, so it was like no pressure at all. No, not like it was like a big important like venue that we were playing at, but
we was with Discharge. Yeah, 100. It's the first 3-piece show where we're singing at the 100 Club with Discharge. There's me. It's like, shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you guys you have so much talent on stage, but it is also probably helpful having those connections of, hey, help us get on some good shows so people actually see us.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, with that must come a lot of pressure to really deliver.
Yeah, 100%.
We've always, like, although we're like super grateful having these connections, the one thing we want to avoid as well is people think that we're just riding off the tailcoats of other people.
Yeah.
Like, we want to actually kind of live up to the expectations of what we're putting out. So, and I think so far we're doing all right. So.
Yeah, you guys were great. I mean, it was really crowded in there for the introducing stage.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, which is amazing. And you guys you ripped. You had so much energy, and it was a really, really good set.
Yeah.
So I'll close with that. And thank you guys so much for taking the time today.
No worries, thank you.
We're Rat's Nest and you're watching Last Rockers TV.
You are the answer to your call.